AC Belt, General Manager Adam Stowe, and Assistant General Manager Nico.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to Jackie Robinson Field in Pasadena, California, where it's the Blues and Saints for a second straight night in a midweek contest, a two-game series on the road for the Blues. The Saints, who picked up their first win of the season last night in a 6-5 comeback win over the Blues, plating 5 unanswered after the Blues led 4-1 for most of the contest, giving the Blues their second straight loss. So San Luis Obispo now 5-7 on the season, and the Saints are 1-2 with a tie in non-league play. Hi again, everybody. I'm Zach Ebrahim. Matt Fernandez, the Blues statistician, will join me in a matter of moments. But tonight the Blues are looking for a bounce-back effort. We'll see the starting debut of another Illinois State product that the Blues are lucky enough to have. Cameron Maybe's going to make his first start for San Luis Obispo. We'll see him in the bottom of the first. But we'll also see a couple new bats. We got the chance to look at Nathan Schmelia, who's actually going to do the catching tonight. We'll, of course, get you starting lineups in a moment. But a new second baseman, Darius Price, out of Cal Poly Pomona, is going to make his Blues debut as well. So a lot to look forward to tonight as the Blues look for a bounce-back effort on the road. It's technically their 6th straight game on the road, so the Blues are really looking forward to heading home. They'll head back to SLO after this game concludes, have an off day on Thursday, then get back to Sinsheimer Stadium for a weekend contest, a little weekend homestand. We'll be back at Sinsheimer Stadium in front of the Blues faithful, and I know myself and the players are really looking forward to that. But the Saints, that offense came alive later in the ball game. Bryson Van Sickle went 4 1/3, gave up 3 earned runs, a couple strikeouts for Bryson, and what was a really nice bounce-back effort for him, but the Blues still fell. It was the bullpen that gave up the lead late in it. Blues offense has not been the problem all season. Plated 5 runs last night. Pitching only gave up 6. Pitching an ERA close to 7 on the season. And the Blues offense averaging about 8 runs per as well. Starting lineups being introduced for the Arroyo Seco Saints.
The third baseman from Regis, number 16, Matt Marlowe. And your starting pitcher today for the Saints from Crowder, number 13, Trayson Bowe. The Arroyo Seco Saints under head coach Aaron Milam and assistant head coach David Beasler.
We'll see if our PA announcer is going to sing the national anthem himself, or if we actually have an anthem being played for us tonight.
Riley Conlon and Cody Walter, general managers Thomas Stafford, Nicholas Gorman, and Isabella McCormick.
Appreciate you joining us on the Blue Streaming Network for a Wednesday night contest between the Blues and Saints.
At this time, will everyone please rise, remove your hats, and join us as we salute the United States of America with a playing of its national anthem.
And with that, we're ready for baseball here from Jackie Robinson Field. Second straight night, it's the Blues and Saints. And with that, we will bring you the Blues starting lineup, looking for a bounce-back effort. Blues have lost 2 straight, so we'll see if this is the lineup that can get things going for San Luis Obispo. Jake Simons, of course, leading things off and playing center field, the team leader in on-base percentage and average, was hit by a pitch twice last night, so that trend continues for him. But what a spark plug he's been at the top of this lineup. We're going to see the second start of the season for Aiden Anderson out of Xavier, the left fielder. Mason Grotto is going to bat third and play third base. He made a phenomenal play, caught a line drive over at the hot corner. So Grotto's at third. Tolia, the team leader in RBIs and home runs, is going to bat cleanup and play first out of Utah. Chase Gallegos is going to go from doing the catching to DH tonight. Luke Pemberton still in right. And a new face, Darius Price, is going to make his Blues debut at second base out of Cal Poly Pomona. Excited to see Darius. Nathan Schmelia is going to do the catching tonight, so we'll see him. He DH'd yesterday and hit second, so we're going to see the chance to have Nathan in the starting battery doing the catching behind the plate, and CJ Maciel moves from second back to his natural position at short, and he'll bat ninth. Of course, the Blue starters, Cameron Mabey, and we'll see him in the bottom of the first. Today's starting lineup brought to you by Via Automotive of San Luis Obispo County. Our family taking care of your family for over 60 years. Warming up for the Saints, their starter, Trayson Vogt. Left-hander, going to get the start against this Blues lineup. Temperatures about mid-70s here in SoCal, second straight night. Blues will head home after this one's over, off day Thursday, then back home for a weekend series from Sinsheimer Stadium. Blues trying to get back on track. 1-2 in the South, 5-7 on the season, and 2-3 on the road. Here's Jake Simons to lead things off. Happy you're joining us on a Wednesday evening. Second straight night of Blues baseball. Couldn't be happier to bring it to you on the Blues Streaming Network. Zach Ibrahim and Matt Fernandez joins me now.
How you doing?
Good to have you in, Matt. First pitch from Vogt is low for ball one. First start of the season for Trayson Vogt, and that pitch is high to Simons, ball two. Simons hit by a pitch twice last night, also picked up a base hit, continues to lead the team in average and on-base percentage nearly 60% of the time. When he's at the plate through 9 games as a Blue, he's reaching at least first base. That 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike, now 2-1. Vogt comes home with a 2-1 pitch to Simons, who looks at ball three. Three-one pitch. That's high, ball four, and there's a walk for Simons.
And the on-base percentage
continues to skyrocket, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just such a spark plug and very dynamic at the top of this lineup. He's safe at first with a leadoff walk.
That's exactly what you want under your leadoff guy, too. Get on base. First guy gets on base, 56% chance to score. That's across NCAA statistic last year.
Blues got a couple leadoff guys on in a few innings, but unable to bring him in. Had the tying run at third with 2 out in the 8th. As that's in there for a strike to Aiden Anderson, getting his second start of this season for the Blues. Oh, one. Simons is taken off for second, and that pitch is fouled back and out of play, so it's 0-2. Simons also the team leader in stolen bases. So he gets on, and then he decides to take another bag, and we've seen him take second a number of times this season and even steal third.
Oh, yeah. No outs, too. It's a great way to start an AB. No outs, run around second. We can take that every time.
Simons is at first. 0-2 count to Aiden Anderson. No score as we're just underway here in Pasadena. That pitch is high. Anderson's been productive in his first pinch hit appearances for the Blues, getting a couple base hits and This is his second start out and left, and he's going to get rung up here with a called strike 3, and now there's 1 out in the inning.
Good pitch there.
Number 15, Mason Grotto.
Here's Grotto now. Mason Grotto, recent graduate of Fresno State University, former Bulldog, and of course a returning Blue from last season, was one of the most productive players in the CCL. Led the entire CCL South in RBIs with 42, and the average north of 360. Simons will take off for second. The throw from behind the plate, it was good, but it was dropped by Rogers trying to cover at second, and it'll be a stolen base for Simons. He's in scoring position. And that pitch to Grotto was high for ball 1. Trying a new angle tonight with our second camera. 1-0 pitch. Off speed in there for a strike, evens the count. Blues trying to get on the board early. Had trouble scoring first early in the season. Did not score first and trailed early in their first 6 ball games. Would finally score first in the win against the Mudcats at home. That's a Blue base hit into center field for Grotto, and Simons will take third. And they're at the corners with 1 out. So Grotto hits one about chest high into center field. He's got himself a single, and here comes Tolia. Team leader in RBIs with 12. Sophomore out of the University of Utah. Trayson Vogt delivers a strike to Tolia, who swings through strike 1. Blues led by as many as 3 last night, 4-1. Saints in a comeback effort got to the bullpen after Bryson Van Sickle had arguably his best start of the season. 0-1 is bounced to the plate, 1-1 now to Tolia. So you have to think, Matt, coming off of a tough loss like that last night, just being able to put that first run on the board again and at least give your starter a cushion before he even goes out there. And we know how excited we are to watch Cameron Maybe pitch tonight, but still for this offense, they've, got to provide their starter with some cushion.
Definitely, and especially if you can get someone kind of going early, especially like we said, getting runs in the first inning is huge. Regardless, what level of competition, it's huge. And, like you said, it kind of helps your starter get a little more comfortable and a little more relaxed early on, as opposed to maybe they need an inning or 2.
That's grounded foul to the left side, and the count now 2-2. Let's get that updated. It's first and third with 1 out. Grotto at first and Simons at third. Simons walked to lead off the ballgame, stole second, and advanced to third on a base hit from Grotto. Tolia in a 2-2 count facing Trayson Vogt. Throw over to first, checks on Grotto. He's still safe. Two-two pitch to Tolia is way high and fouls it straight back, so the count situation will remain the same here early in the first.
Please safely return all foul balls today.
You got to return the foul balls here. No free souvenirs for any fans. Vogt set and comes home with a 2-2 pitch. And Tolia pops that one up and out of play again, staying alive here. And Zach battling early. That one landed pretty close behind us into the bleachers.
Oh.
Count still 2-2. Blues trying to plate one early here in the first against the Arroyo Seco Saints. Every contest between these two teams last year was just so competitive. Down to the wire. Go ahead, Matt.
Oh, great take there, the changeup.
Missed outside with it. So the count full to Tolia. Runners on first and third. That pitch count a bit high for Vogt here in his first inning of work. Searching for that elusive second out, and Tolia will pop this one up into shallow center. Beechler's under it. He'll make the catch. They send Simons from third. Throw home is wide. 1-0 Blues on the sac fly and RBI for the team leader, Zach Tolia.
Number 17, Chase Gallegos.
And Gallegos, who's DHing today, will stand in. So sac fly and RBI for Tolia, giving him now 13 on the season. And here's Gallegos, who doubled. Still got those, looks like the Vegas batting gloves.
Sweet gloves, yeah. Representing Las Vegas.
Grounded foul, strike one. First inning of work for Vogt, and the Blues have made him do just that, making him work here. Grinding out at-bats. Tolia's ending in a sac fly. That breaking ball misses high, and the count 1-1.
I actually got to see Chase play at UNLV during the college season. We had a midweek, Cal Baptist at home and at UNLV stadium right there. Kid's pretty good.
Yeah,
He's
sure
pretty
is.
Good. He's young, too. I thought, at first look at his numbers, you think he'd be an older guy. Oh, wow.
That's out to center. That one's carrying. That one looks to be in the left center gap, and it is off the wall. So Grotto's going to round third, and he's going to come in to score. The relay on a line, but not in time. 2-0 Blues on the RBI double from Chase Gallegos.
Gloves are working.
Next up at bat for the SLO Blues is number 27, Luke Pemberton.
RBI double for Gallegos. He's in scoring position for Luke Pemberton. Well, Pemberton looking for a bounce-back effort from last night's contest. Unhappy with the way he performed at the plate, striking out a couple times, especially once in the ninth when it looked like the Blues might have some life after Gallegos reached on an E6 in the ninth. Blues were only down one, but Pemberton struck out for the third time and was just angry at himself, holds himself to a higher standard, and will look to bounce back here tonight. And already a meeting with the Saints coaching staff and Trace and Vogt.
A lot of those strikeouts, too, are coming in. He's working counts and everything. He's trying. And, you're bound to get something when you get a lot of, even though he is striking out sometimes and having some trouble, it's still, he's still working a 3-2 count, still fouling off a lot of balls. And he puts together good ABs. I'm sure he's a lot more harder on himself than we are.
Oh, he sure is. And so definitely eager to come out and perform tonight. Blues have already plated 2 against the Saints starter Trace and Vogt. Lefty on righty, Vogt comes home with a swinging strike one to Pemberton.
Big hack.
Big hack there indeed, chasing after the first one. Vogt out of Carl Junction, Missouri. Sophomore at Crowder College. That shoulder high fastball got him swinging 0-2.
Good arm action on that one.
Yeah, lefty, he can drop it down a bit, maybe.
Oh, yeah. 3/4 slot almost.
Exactly. Setting his 0-2. Pemberton fouls it off, stays alive.
Jammed him a little there. But looks a strong boy.
Nothing in 2 the count. Took a breaking ball in the dirt for ball 1, so stays alive to see a 5th pitch in this AB. Blues have already plated 2 on an RBI sac fly from Zach Tolia to center. And then Chase Gallegos sent one all the way to the left center field wall and doubled in another run. 2-0 Blues. Grotto came in to score on the Gallegos double, who's at second now. And a 1-2 pitch on its way to the Pepperdine right fielder Luke Pemberton. Stays alive. That pitch count continuing to skyrocket here for Trayson Vogt in his first inning of work. Just trying to settle in. Got him looking. Good pitch there. That gets him out of the jam. Blues get 2, and now we head to the home half of the first. Saints bats will be coming up to face Cameron Mabey out of Illinois State, making his debut as a starter for the Blues. We saw Mabey in the second game of the Humboldt Crabs series, which was, for our viewing audience, unfortunately, a silent movie of sorts, but Mabey was excellent in that outing and will look to do the same here in his first start for the Blues. And with that, we will bring you the Saints starting lineup. Arroyo, Seco going like this. Few new faces in there. Number 15, Connor Beechler is going to play center field. Max Blessinger is in right. Kyson Donahue, what a game he had last night at short. He'll bat third again. The DH is Matt Wong. Nathan Becker is batting fifth and playing first. Jacob Sanchez will do the catching again tonight. Jordan Rogers is back at second. Jack Waller's in left. And Matt Marlowe, seeing him for the first time, is at third, batting ninth. There's your Saints starting lineup. Again, starting lineups brought to you by Via Automotive of San Luis Obispo. Been with the Blues since 1946. That's every year of the Blues' existence. Via Automotive, our family taking care of your family for over 60 years. Cameron Mabey warming up. This is an anticipated debut in a starting effort. His coaching staff still looking for someone who's going to emerge as that ace.
Yeah. Someone
that has to step forward and grab the ball and take the ball from Ed Gravel and say, I'm your guy. And maybe is that guy. He'll face Beechler, Blessinger, and Kyson Donahue, who did some damage to the Blues last night. It really was the heart of the order for the Saints that came through in such huge ways against the Blues bullpen. They'll have to face Mabey, a right-hander who features a fastball, tops out about 93, 94. When he's really giving it at all.
Seco Saints is number 15, Connor Beechler.
Beechler stands in to lead off the home half of the first. Junior at Oral Roberts. Facing the right-hander from Illinois State. Maybe his first pitch. Bunt laid down. Shmela pops out of his stance and fires to first, and that's out number one. One pitch and one out. Tried to lay the bunt down and sneak a hit out of it, but Shmela was having none of it. Popped out of his stance there. One pitch and one out for Mabey. And here's Max Blessinger. Righty on righty, the pitch. Off speed, taken for ball one. One out count, Mabey fires. A fastball that's hit out to right, drops in front of Pemberton for a base hit. So that's a single for Blessinger, and he's safe at first with one out. Here's Kyson Donahue. So One out for Donahue. Big left-hander, quite a presence in that batter's box.
Really fills it up.
Sure does.
Big guy. He's hitting pretty well during BP.
Fouls that one off. Donahue had a double and an RBI triple in the 5th and 6th, part of that Saints rally late in the ball game to come through. Also walked. Coming off a 2-for-4 night. Over to first, checks on Blessinger. He's still safe. Oh, one pitch. Fouled off again, 0-2. Blessinger safe at first. He sent a single out to right. Throw over to first, and maybe we'll check on him again. Throw over to first again. You know, it's so interesting, Matt. None of these pitchers are able to scout the hitters from the other team before they go out and face them. 0-2. Fastball high, ball one. So a lot of it, I mean, I was talking to Cam last night, and I just said, how do you prepare for a start when you don't know what these guys' weaknesses are, what their strengths are? And he just said, you have to go out there and trust your stuff and hope it's better than theirs.
Exactly. Even when you go, like right now, this is kind of like an experiment. You're kind of saying you're going to learn after this AB. Like, okay, your catcher and yourself, you'll keep, like, your own notes. Like, okay, I know this guy's kind of not getting on my curveball, or this guy's a little late in my fastball in. Things like that you kind of pick up, and even in the middle of the game. Even part of that.
Fouled off. Go ahead.
Even part of that, like the game within the game, like a lot of people like to talk about it, even plays into that a little bit, picking up on, things like that. And
even in the middle of an at-bat.
Yeah, right now it could be thinking, catcher Schmelly can be thinking, hey, whatever he might have.
Donahue's been late on a few fastballs out of the right arm from maybe.
Sure, whatever it is.
We also had the chance to watch him last night. Pump fakes to throw over to first. So that was one thing he said as well. He's like, well, I did see them play. I've seen them play.
Yeah.
They could completely change the lineup on me. It's a little different tonight, but Donahue's a guy who he saw do damage to Blues pitching last night.
Yeah.
1-2. That's high again and inside, 2-2. So he's gone with that high cheese, that cheddar. And Donahue's been taking it. Count 2-2. Good battle going on here.
And, and the whole thing goes both ways, too. Like after, let's say, if someone batter gets struck out, he's going to walk back to his dugout. He's going to say, hey, this is what I saw. This is what it's looking like. Fastball maybe moving this much. Changeup's not really moving. Whatever it is, whatever the case is. Part of what makes baseball a little different,
Count's been worked full by Kyson Donahue out of Honolulu, Hawaii, a junior at the University of Hawaii. And a payoff pitch on its way. It's ball 4 high to Donahue, and they've got runners on first and second.
Next batter for the Saints, number 2, Matt Wong.
Matt Wong going to stand in. Him and Donahue again hitting 3rd and 4th last night. Wong had himself an RBI double and RBI single in those same 5th and 6th innings. These are the guys that did the Blues in last night. Donahue's been walked. And here's Wong with runners on first and second. Let's wipe the count clean. And it's a new AB for the Saints cleanup hitting DH. That fastball high. Wong also out of Hawaii, a senior at the University of Hawaii. Mililani, Hawaii, to be exact. Can you say that 3 times fast for me?
Oh,
I'm kidding,
no,
I'm
man.
kidding, I'm kidding.
Hello to all our viewers from Hawaii.
Fouled off, 1-1. Hey, you're on to something. Let us know where you're watching from.
Yeah.
Feel free to hit up our live chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. We love to hear it. Always interested to see who's tuning in, right? Let us know. Ball and a strike to Wong. Runners on first and second. It's Blessinger at second. He singled, and Donahue at first. He just walked. Maybe setting his 1-1 pitch. Off speed. Foul back against us. We didn't move, but the fence did. And it's 1-2.
Couple of statues back here.
Oh, yeah. Stoic.
Mm-hmm.
Another great vantage point right behind home plate. Able to see the movement on these pitches. Hear the snap of the glove, the crack of the bat. Ball and 2 strikes. Maybe he steps off again. Blessinger is certainly has his attention early in this one. We're in the bottom of the first. Blues plated 2 in their half. Maybe comes home with a 1-2 pitch. That's sent out to left center field. That'll drop in the gap for a base hit. Rounding third and coming home will be Blessinger. The relay goes to third, and it's 2-1 Saints. 2-1 Blues, excuse me, but the Saints are on the board.
Number 44, Nathan Becker.
We're now on first and third with 1 out for Nathan Becker. And it's an RBI single for Wong. Continues to stay red hot against Blues pitching. Doesn't matter who it is. And quickly, here comes Ed Gravel. Always a short meeting with Coach Gravel and whoever his pitcher is out there. First start for maybe. Important to note that also it's Shamela's first time catching him and catching any Blues pitching. We've already seen him make an excellent defensive play from behind home, but this is the first time that these two have worked together, given each other signs, and obviously getting used to the pitches from Cam maybe, and he'll face Nathan Becker. Saints have wasted no time with their response. They have plated 1 on an RBI single from Wong, and now Becker tied this game up with a base hit. Infield in a little bit. That pitch low and inside, ball 1. In the left field from left to right is Grotto, Maciel, Price, and Tolia. That ball is smoked to right. Pemberton gives it a read and has the catch. It's deep enough to score Donahue, and we're tied at 2.
Number 8, Jacob Sanchez.
2 gone now, and a runner still at first for the Saints, but they've come back to tie it. RBI sac fly for Becker to right. And already 2-2. Righty on righty, maybe to Sanchez. Fastball in there for a strike, throw to second. Price plays it on a hop, but Wong is going to be safe, so he's now in scoring position. So that pitch in there to Sanchez was a strike as Wong stole second. That swung on and missed for strike 2. Blew that one by him. Shakes off the first sign from Shamela. Now they agree. A nod from Maybe, set at the belt, and comes home with an 0-2. Got him looking, fired it in there. First strikeout for Maybe. Inning over for the Saints. And we are heading to the top of the second.
2 hits And one left
Saints
on base
answer,
for the bottom first.
and quickly. We are tied at 2. Blues led 2-0. Saints respond. It's a 4-run first, and we're heading to the top of the second. It'll be Price, Shamela, and Maciel, bottom third of this Blues lineup. And Tayson Vogt out there for his second inning of work. Zach Ibrahim, Matt Fernandez on hand from Jackie Robinson Field on the Blues Streaming Network. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with you.
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. They got the hitters, pitchers, and speed to be the best in the West indeed. Stinsheimer Park is where they play. So come on down and watch today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis.
Back to live action, top of the second, tied at 2, and it's the first at-bat as a Blue for Darius Price. On his way to Cal Poly Pomona, met the team in Pasadena today, lines a base hit, up the middle, fielded by Donahue, throw to first, and he's out. What a play that was from Donahue.
Great play, yeah.
Price swinging at the first pitch. It's out number 1 in the second.
Nathan Schmelia.
6-3 on that ground out. Donahue had a tough night last night, couple errors for him over at short, made up for it with the bat. And here's Nathan Shamela.
Shamela.
Yeah, took us a couple times to get it. That pitch is bounced to him, ball 1. One-0 pitch from Tayson Vogt. That's high. Thanks for letting us know where you're tuning in from. Always cool to see. Love to get the live chat going. Fouled off, and it's 2-1. So Vogt trying to have a much quicker second here than his first, where he had to battle Tolia, who ended up getting a sac fly off him, and then on the first pitch, he threw to Gallegos. He sent it out to left center, almost left. That's a one-hopper to third, play made by Marlowe, throw on to first, and Shamela retired. 5-3 on that ground out. Quickly 2 gone for C.J. Maciel.
Number 2, C.J. Maciel.
Maciel awaits the first pitch from Vogt. That's a breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1.
Not a bad day for him yesterday, huh?
Oh, sure was. 3 hits, RBI single, beat one out for an infield single, showing off the speed. Went through that one. And he needed a game like that. CJ had been playing defense out of position in some games and had a couple errors, but making up for it with the bat last night. There's one hit. Play made at first by Becker. Vogt covers first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning pitched by Tayson Vogt.
Some good defensive plays.
By first baseman Nick Becker.
3-1 on that ground out. Perfect second inning for Vogt. And quickly, we're heading to the home half. Blues go down 1-2-3. And it'll be the bottom third of the Saints lineup. Rogers, Walker, and Marlowe when we come back. Blues Baseball, Blues Streaming Network. Zach Ebrahim, Matt Fernandez on hand from Pasadena. Beautiful Jackie Robinson Field right across the street from the Rose Bowl. Short break and we're back.
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. They got the hitters, pitchers, and speed to be the best in the West indeed. Stinsheimer Park is where they play. So come on down and watch today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win.
Bottom of the second, tied at 2. Back and forth ball game already. Second inning of work for Cam Maybe. He'll face Jordan Rogers for the first time tonight. Righty on righty. Pitch is in there for a strike. Fastball in there. Deep breath, 0-1 from Maybe. Foul tipped into the glove, 0-2. He's looking for a much quicker second as well. Faced 6 Saint hitters, picked up a strikeout. Both first innings for the pitchers. Eerily similar. 2 runs given up, 2 strikeouts for Vogt. This one's sent out to center. Simons will have to range all the way into that left center gap, and he'll make the catch. So 2 gone. Excuse me, 1 gone. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
7, Jack Walker.
So Rogers flies out to center. So already 1 gone for Jack Walker. Fastball missing a bit outside. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch. That's in there, 1-1. Ball and a strike to Jack Walker, Saints left fielder. That one's fouled off, and it's 1-2. Walker out of Shreveport, Louisiana. He's a sophomore at Louisiana Tech. Saints got a few out-of-towners. Of course, the Blues do as well. Ball and 2 strikes. And it's 2-2. Beautiful day here in Pasadena. Second trip to SoCal for the Blues. Seeing the whole state of California. And that's what's been cool about this trip is this is a one-hopper hit to Price at second. He'll throw on to first to retire Walker on that 4-3 ground out.
Number 16, Matt Marlowe.
Matt Marlowe to round out the Saints lineup. He's batting 9th and playing 3rd. He'll face maybe for the first time tonight. But don't you agree, Matt? I mean, we've had the chance to really travel this entire state in about 10 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Going from as south as Compton, as north as Humboldt.
And everything in between.
Exactly.
And still much more to see, too.
That first pitch is a breaking ball. That's in the dirt, ball 1.
I mean, even for you and I mean, we're not from San Luis Obispo.
Exactly.
This is the first time I've ever really been in San Luis Obispo. Is this?
We're
this
excited
year,
to get
this
back.
Summer, yeah.
This one's hit to 3rd, a roller to Grotto. He'll Throw across the diamond, a bit high for Tolia, brought him off the bag, and it's an infield single for Marlowe.
Number 15, Connor Beekler.
Second hit given up for Maybe. Back to the top, and Connor Beekler, who on the first pitch he saw from Maybe laid a good bunt down, but the presence of Shamela behind the plate popping up, making a sharp throw to first. Absolutely gunned it. So Saints do get a base runner in the second, and maybe he'll face Beekler for the second time tonight, and we'll see if he'll throw him more than one pitch. Throw over to first. Checks on Marlowe. He's still safe. That's a ball, and taking off for second is Marlowe, and that throw into second got away from Price, so it's a stolen base for Marlowe, and ball one to Beekler. Temperatures in the high 70s at first pitch, beginning to drop into the mid-70s, about 75 here in Pasadena. Beautiful day. A little hot when we got in, but it started to cool off.
Cooling off now, yeah. Nice little breeze rolling in.
Ground ball, couple hops to Price. Makes that play easily. Routine for Darius Price, and it's a 4-3 ground out for Beekler. Inning over, side retired. We will head into the third. Maybe pitches a scoreless second. We'll see if Tayson Boat's back out for the Saints. He'll face the top of the Blues lineup, Simons, Anderson, and Grotto. Tied at 2, Blues and Saints for the second consecutive night on the Blues streaming network. Zach Ibrahim, Matt Fernandez on hand from Jackie Robinson Field. Vogt warms for his third inning of work. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with you. Thanks for hanging out.
Underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Let's go, Blues, go.
To the third we go. Simons leading things off. He led off the ball game with a walk, proceeded to steal second, and came in to score on Zach Tolia's sac fly and RBI that put the Blues on the board 1-0, led by as many as 2. Now we're tied, and it's Simons' second time facing Vogt. Takes a breaking ball, ball 1. Vogt's 1-0 pitch inside, and
That guy.
Simons thinks it hit him. And if anyone would know if a pitch has hit him, it would be Jake Simons.
That one's definitely, that was a little tougher to hear, but I mean, from down here, you know, you can kind of hear it. But
He was convinced.
yeah. But like you said, if anyone knows about a hit by pitch,
Oh, my goodness.
it's Simons.
11 times this season he's been hit by a pitch. You just wonder what he did to deserve that. And we're joking, of course, but it's helped his on-base percentage, has not helped his left shoulder. 2-1. That's ground ball hit to third, and the play made by Marlowe, throw to first, and Simons is retired.
Number 24, Aiden Anderson.
One gone in the inning. (5-3) on that ground out. Nice play by Marlowe. Here's Aiden Anderson, who struck out looking his first time up. Vogt's first pitch to him is lined Up the middle, base hit for Anderson. He'll be safe at first with a single. And a nice piece of hitting. So he's aboard. Here's Mason Grotto, who singled in his first at-bat in the first. Grotto looks at a breaking ball in the dirt. It gets away, allowing Anderson to try and chug into second. He will with a stolen base. And he's in scoring position.
And Mason Grotto loves that.
Sure does. RBI became his last name last season. He was so consistently good. I mean, I was joking about it early in the year. We had Grotto on the postgame show, and I actually never interviewed him once last season, and because he was just so consistently good. It was like, okay, Grotto had another 2 for 3 night, a couple RBIs. But this dude went yard. Let's talk to him, right? Could have talked to Grotto every game. Took ball 2 there. Glad to see him back. Simon's at second, and a 2-0 pitch coming from Vogt. Off speed in there for a strike. Checking on Simons, now delivering a 2-1 to Grotto, who hits one to short. Donahue fields, throws to first. And Grotto out there, but on the ground ball, advancing Anderson to third. Here's Tolia, who is responsible for bringing in the first run of the day for the Blues. Possible third run at third in the form of Aiden Anderson. Tolia picked up his team-leading 13th RBI back in the first. Vogt's first pitch to him is high, ball 1. That's low, ball 2. Balls, no strikes. Vote set. And the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, 3-0. Tolia also leads the team in walks. With 12. Had to get the number. But firmly ahead in the count here, and we'll see if that light is green on the 3-0 pitch from Vogt. Tolia swings through that one. He let it rip, and it's 3-1. When guys say let it eat, that's referring to a throw. You can't say let it eat on a swing.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. Tolia pops that one up into left. Donahue in shallow left will make the catch on the grass. Inning over for the Blues. So Tolia pops out to short. Vogt works around a single from Anderson. The Blues strand a runner at third with Grotto and Tolia being retired in order. It'll be Blessinger, Donahue, and Wong for the Saints in their half of the third. Still tied at 2 on the Blues Streaming Network. Appreciate you making Blues baseball part of your Wednesday evening and your entire 2022 summer. Short break and we're back.
Underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? of hitters, pitchers, and speed. To be the best in the West, indeed.
For Max Blessinger.
Blessinger, who's 1 for 1. Stands in to face Cam maybe in his 3rd inning of work. Still tied at 2. Back and forth affair here early on. Maybe worked around a single from Marlowe in the 2nd, retired everyone else around him. Righty on righty. The pitch from maybe is a fastball that's fouled off. Strike 1. One pitch on its way. There's that breaking ball. Just missed a little high with it. 1-1. Off speed again. This one played on a hop by Maciel. Throw to first. And he got him.
Number 11, Tyson Donahue.
Blessinger retired. He's now 1 for 2. Here's Donahue, who worked a walk back in the 1st. Donahue out of Hawaii, worked a walk against Maybe. That was quite a battle between these two. Maybe trying to attack him with the high fastball. We'll see if that remains the same. He does, and that's ball 1. Let's get that count situated. And there is an out. Off speed. There's a strike at the knees. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Maybe set, and the pitch. Fastball that's a high fly ball out to left. Anderson ranging to his left, makes the catch. 2 gone.
Number 2, Matt Wong.
So it's a fly out to left for Donahue, and here's Matt Wong, who plated the first run for the Saints back in the 1st. His RBI single got them within a run before Nathan Becker, the man due up after him, tied it with a sac fly. These two teams who played 6 meetings in the regular season last year went 3-3. Every game was closely contested. There's a ground ball hit through the left side and a base hit for Wong. He's 2 for 2.
Number 44.
On the first pitch he saw from Maybe. Deposited through the 5-6 hole. And here's Nathan Becker. So the two that have done the damage for the Saints so far stand in facing Maybe in the 3rd. And Maybe trying to work around another 2-out single. There's strike 1. Shakes off the first sign from Shamela. Instead, he'll throw to first. Other throw to first. Taken off for second. Foul tipped into the glove. Throw to second. He got him. What a throw from Shamela behind the plate. Gets Wong. Inning over.
1 hit and no runners left on base.
Well, he popped out of that stance again and fired a strike to second. Wong tried to steal. He's cleared off the base paths. And Maybe faces the minimum in the 3rd. We're heading to the top of the 4th. Blues bats coming up. Gallegos, who has an RBI double. Pemberton and Darius Price due up for the Blues in their half. Hope you're enjoying this presentation of Blues Baseball on the Blues Streaming Network. Looks like it'll be Vogt again for another inning of work. We're live, and now we're taking a break. Short break, and we'll be back. Thanks for hanging out.
I like
is number 17, Chase Gallegos.
Well, Gallegos is the player that's hit the ball the furthest and the hardest on either team. His RBI double gave the Blues their early 2-0 lead. That ball really almost left. And interesting dimensions here at Jackie Robinson Field. Of course, every field unique as that's in there for a strike to Gallegos, but we don't have the measurement of how deep center field is. We know that the left field pole is 374 down that line, now 0-2. Right field about 345. But Gallegos threatened to leave the building in his first at-bat. So he's 1 for 1, and an 0-2 pitch on its way from Trayson Vogt, and that one is a slow roller. That'll roll foul, and it remains 0-2. Gallegos getting the chance to DH. It's because this coaching staff, they like his bat. You mentioned how much, we've seen him do well behind the plate. Shamela has obviously really impressed so far through 4 innings. But Gallegos, he just seems like you got to have his bat in there.
good power from him, too. So he's going to hit the ball hard somewhere, like guaranteed almost.
Looks like Vogt lost track of the ball on the mound, so get himself resituated here to face Chase Gallegos out of UNLV. Doubled his first time up, an 0-2 pitch to him, misses high, ball 1. Dialed up the high heater. A ball and 2 strikes. Gallegos looks at a breaking ball. That's a really good take in the end. Looked like that pitch was close, and it's 2-2. Again, we're in the 4th, and we're tied at 2. Missed high again, 3-2. How about Gallegos working his way back into the count? It's full. He's down 0-2.
Continuing to get in that arm, get more pitches. See more pitches as well.
Got him swinging on what looked like ball 4.
Number 27, Luke Pemberton.
Out 1 in the 4th for the Blues. Here's Pemberton, who's 0 for 1. He struck out looking his first time up. Vogt shakes off the first sign, agrees with Sanchez now. Will fire a ball in the dirt to Pemberton. Ball 1. Well, the hotel about, say 10, 12 miles, I think Ty told us, and the Blues spent the night last night. Checkout was at noon today. Game's at 6. we weren't going to go straight to the ballpark. So what did we do? We decided to stop at a nearby mall. That place was huge.
Gigantic, yeah.
So easy to get lost, and I'm sure plenty of people did. Everyone made it back to the bus, obviously. But we spent about 2.5 hours in this nearby mall, and you and I separated. So what did you go and do? I heard you had some terrific Mongolian barbecue.
Yeah, some noodles, and went with the CJ Mossio, got ourselves some boba.
4-pitch walk worked by Pemberton.
Number 1, Darius Price.
All right, a little boba too. Okay.
Good stuff from there, but I heard you actually had a bit of a better day than me, actually.
A better day? It was fine.
I think winning a bowling match against some of the players and coaches is pretty kind of a big deal.
There was a bowling match, as here's Darius Price hitting with Pemberton on first. He just worked a 4-pitch walk. Well, when everyone initially went up to the mall guide, and everyone was looking at the restaurants, right? Me and Grotto were the only ones that said Cheesecake Factory. I want to go to Cheesecake Factory, right? So Grotto and I go looking for Cheesecake Factory. We run into the coaches. We run into Bob, Ed, Casey. That's in their first strike, 1-1. I say, where are you guys headed? Cheesecake Factory. Okay, perfect. We're getting lunch. Get Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory never disappoints, right?
Never.
Then on our way out, we notice there's a Bolero, which is a party-themed bowling alley in the mall. And I had been talking to Ed Gravel about, I'll tell you what sport I might be the best at, and that's bowling. So he sees me kind of like stop, kind of look in. I'm like peeking around. He's like, let's go bowl. I'm down. Grotto came. It was me, Ed, and Grotto. Grotto's got an awesome two-handed style. He spins the heck out of it, and he put up a good fight.
But nonetheless, you still prevailed.
We know who won.
Yeah, of course.
2-1 pitch on its way to Price. No, it was fun, though. It was a fun day. Checked his swing, went around, strike 2. Pemberton safe at first. He worked a 4-pitch walk. There's one out in the 4th, and the Blues debut for Darius Price. Second AB. Fouled off and out of play on his way to Cal Poly Pomona. Literally met the Blues here. He didn't come to the mall with us. So we met Darius at the ballpark. Got his jersey from Coach Belt. Took a few ground balls, did a little BP. Here he is. Second at-bat of the night. Facing Trayson Vogt, whose 2-2 pitch is slapped down the left field line. Fair ball for Price. Pemberton around second, heading to third. He's got a chance to score, and he will. Pemberton around third, throw in late. It's an RBI double for Darius Price. And the Blues take the lead, 3-2.
Welcome to the Blues.
Absolutely. Good at-bat, good piece of hitting. Price puts the Blues back in front with his first hit and RBI. I mean, how many times have we seen balls hit down the left field line that looked close and haven't been going the Blues' way? At least from our vantage point, right? We talked to Coach Belt, and he said, no, that was a foul ball. They're right. That one was close, and Price just hit it right on that chalk. And here comes a meeting with Trayson Vogt. See if the Saints are going to make a pitching change here. Looks like they are. How about the hit from Darius Price? He's safe at second, and he's given his new team the lead. Pitching change for the Saints. Short break, and we'll introduce you to him when we come back.
Now pitching for the Arroyo Seco Saints.
pitcher, right-hander, in for the Saints. Welcome back. It's going to be Cole Dale, a right-hander out of L.A., senior at UC San Diego. Well, I think what's pretty staggering to me when we look at the team's rosters and compare them at is just, I mean, we're talking about juniors and seniors and a bunch of upperclassmen for the Saints. This is a brand-new Blues team, obviously, and there's a lot of youth, and that's what's different from last year's team.
A lot more veterans last year than I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, a lot more veterans and just guys who, had done their time for their given universities.
Right.
Obviously, the Blues had a few players not with them early in the season, and we had a bunch of kids who had never played in high school. But even with this group where, we're getting to the point where the roster is rounding out and should be rounded out by this weekend, still a lot of youth, a lot of talented youth, and ever important reps for them to come back to their schools with an improved swing, pitch, whatever it may be. Just getting those at-bats can be invaluable. Here's Nathan Shmela. Nathan, who has just been outstanding behind the plate, doing the catching, working through Cam maybe with the signs. He has already fielded a bunt and thrown to first and already gunned a runner out at second with an absolute laser of a throw. Price is in second. He just gave the Blues the lead with an RBI double. Shmela's second plate appearance, he's 0 for 1. Looks at the first pitch from Dale, strike one. Dale's 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball that misses. Nathan out of Dartmouth. One of the initial takeaways this coaching staff had with him is he is intense. He is a gamer. Big competitor at the plate and behind home plate. Out to right, fouled off, 1-2. Good mix of personalities on this Blues team as well. And we've learned that now traveling with him on the bus. How do you kill time? Well, maybe you play a few games together.
Mafia, yeah.
A little mafia, a little Uno on the phone. But there's a good group of guys.
Put on a movie.
Oh, we watched some gems on the way back from Humboldt.
Sure did. Kicking and Screaming.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. What a film.
It's great watching the coaches who, some had never seen either movie, which was staggering to me. Just absolutely busting out, losing it.
Yeah.
Really made the time go by. 1-2 pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go around? The appeal, no. 2-2. And the crowd does not agree. Again, Darius Price with an RBI double. His first hit as a Blue has given San Luis Obispo the lead. And Nathan Shmela in his second game as a Blue, doing the catching out of Dartmouth, stands in and awaits a 2-2 pitch from the new right-hander Cole Dale out of L.A. That's bounced to the... Oh, Price is in a bit of a jam here. Throw to second, and he is officially in a pickle. Throw to third, Price trying to beat it out. We'll see who applies the tag. It'll end up being Donahue, and he's wiped off the base paths. And there's 2 out now.
Second out reporter, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Tough break there for the Blues. Price, who thought that ball in the dirt would give him a little bit of time to head to third. Instead, in a pickle and tagged out. So 2 gone for Shmela. Base is empty. And a 2-2 pitch on its way. Excuse me, it was a full count, and now that was ball 4.
Next batter for the Blues, number 2, C.J. Maciel.
Maciel stands in, 0 for 1. Hit one right to first.
See if you can get another long count as well.
CJ came up to us, obviously, before the ball game started, and what did he say he was going to try and do?
Ground balls down up the middle.
Yeah, hit him up the middle.
It's his game plan for today.
Hit them where they ain't. Takes ball one.
Not a bad plan.
Not a bad plan at all. Dale comes home with a 1-0 pitch. Outside corner, 1-1. Ball and a strike to Maciel, high and inside, takes ball two. Blues could have runners on first and second right now with one out. But Price wiped off the base paths, and it'll be up to Maciel. 2-1 pitch. That's grounded foul. Tried to catch up to an off-speed. Jake Simons plays the role of ball boy. Goes and gets that one. He's due up if Maciel is to reach. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cole Dale in his first inning of relief coming in for the left-hander Trayson Vogt. Gave up 2 earned in the first. Settled in the second and third. Only gave up 1 hit. But gave up the RBI, 3 earned. They gave up that RBI double to Price.
This is a 6th at-bat with where our batters have gotten someone to 5 or more pitches in AB.
The 6th time?
Yeah.
There's a swing and a miss in the dirt. Inning over. Dale gets the K. And we will head to the bottom of the 4th. Well, Blues hitters doing their best to hang in with the Saints pitching staff, making them work, making them rise that pitch count all the way up. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. And with this moment, take a short break. I want to give a shout out to one of the many generous sponsors of the San Luis Obispo Blues. This road series brought to you by SLO Safe Ride, and our bus driver Ty, who is the absolute best, takes care of us, gets us from point A to B effortlessly and without fail. So thank you to Ty and SLO Safe Ride. We've been with them for quite some time now, and it's been great, and we really appreciate SLO Safe Ride and everything that they do for SLO County and the San Luis Obispo Blues. Short break and we're back. Blues Baseball on the Blues Streaming Network. Back for the bottom of the 4th. Nathan Becker, who got himself a sac fly and an RBI back in the first. Maybe pitching his 4th inning of work. High, ball 1. So Cam's also settled in as well. Gave up a couple runs in the first. Worked around a single in the second. Worked around a single in the third. and pitching his 4th inning of work here. That's another thing that this coaching staff has emphasized, just getting everyone in the game longer. Just trying to get more length out of these starters, help the bullpen out. Maybe certainly a guy that can supply it. 3-0 to the plate. That's in there for a strike. The 3-1 pitch is hit on a hop to third. Grotto fields, throws to first. A bit high for Tolia, but the tag applied. Tolia's had to do that a couple times this season and has been successful without fail. There's out number 1. So Becker retired on the 5-3 ground out. Grotto played third base excellent last night. Remember that line drive that he caught?
Oh, yeah.
And it threw to first, got a double play out of it.
Beauty.
We were talking to him about that at lunch, and he said that, I mean, he barely saw the ball headed his way. It was a swung on and missed strike 1. Kevin Lyons was in the ballgame pitching, and Lyons not a high velocity guy, but the exit velo on that ball was, I mean, headed right for Grotto. That's off the end of the bat, and it's hit out to shallow right. Price is under it, makes the catch. 2 gone. But Grotto said, I don't know how I caught that. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And then he was so caught off guard when he did catch it that he said that throw to first was just, I mean, he had to give it everything he had, just trying to get it there. And there's quickly 2 out for Jordan Rogers.
Humble as always, Mason Grotto.
Oh, he really is. Maybe nails Rogers on the first pitch inside.
Next batter for the Saints, number 7, Jack Walker.
First hit batter for Maybe, and the first base runner of the 4th. He's dealt with a base runner in every inning, but the past 2 he has worked around. And here's Jack Walker, who's 0 for 1. No, and Grotto stepped up on the lane and threw that first shot two-handed, tons of spin, almost struck. I was like, I might be in trouble. So he can play third base and he can bowl as well. We know he can hit. That ball gets away, and it'll allow Rogers to steal second, think about third, but Shamalia there to field and keep it to just a advance to second on a wild pitch from Maybe. Walker grounded out to second, his first AB. Flares one out to left and foul. Ball and a strike. Cam Maybe trying to get through 4 full, only allowing 2 earned runs in the first. Has settled in here dealing with a runner in scoring position. Steps off, throw to second, but Maciel not quite there to field a throw. So we'll force Rogers to head back into second. He was hit by a pitch and advanced to second on a wild pitch from Maybe. Ball and a strike. Maybe comes home. Fouled off again, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes the count, 2 out in the inning. Cam Maybe in his first start as a Blue. Another excellent player the Blues have gotten from Illinois State, their baseball program. Ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch hit to Maybe. Played on a couple hops by Price. Throw to first. He fields a good second base. Darius Price has looked sharp over there, right side of this infield. Maybe works around the hit batter and retires the side. We're headed to the 5th, Jackie Robinson Field in Pasadena, California. Another trip to SoCal for the Blues. It's their 6th consecutive game on the road. We're excited to get home and back to our fans at Sinsheimer Stadium. We appreciate you tuning in nonetheless. Blues Baseball, Game 14, Blue Streaming Network. We're back after a short break. Thanks for hanging out. Top 5 and the top of the Blues lineup coming to the plate. Simons will stand in. Walked in the first, stole a base, came around to score. Rounded out to third. In the third, it's still Cole Dale, right-hander, pitching for the Saints and delivering strike one to Simons. A one pitch from Dale, and Simons looks at it. It was dropped by Sanchez, but a breaking ball still called. 0-2 now. That sun beginning to set. That breeze flowing in here at Jackie Robinson Field. Good crowd on hand. A few Blues fans in the stands. Good take by Simons, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Simons. Stays alive with that one. That may have caught Sanchez behind the plate. It'll get up and walk around. Dale, a senior at UC San Diego. His 1-2 pitch to Simons is swung on and missed. One out in the top of the 5th for Aiden Anderson. Second strikeout for Dale in his second inning of relief here in the 5th. Anderson 1 for 2, singled back in the 3rd, struck out looking in his first at-bat. Anderson swings through a pitch in the dirt, strike one. Right-hander. He's another guy who got here and just seemed to fit in right away. Obviously had to meet all the guys. Don't think he previously knew anyone. He says there, that's the breaking ball I should have swung at. Now it's 0-2. But he's another guy that has a great personality, has come in and just fit in seamlessly. Out of Xavier. 0-2 from Dale. Went off speed for the 3rd consecutive pitch. And Anderson took ball 1. One, 2 to Anderson. Checked his swing. Did he go around? He did. Second strikeout consecutively for Dale, and there's 2 gone in the inning.
For the Blues, number 15, Mason Grotto.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Cole Dale, and now we'll have to get through Grotto. Dating back to the 4th, now 3 consecutive strikeouts for Dale. And his first time facing Grotto. Strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. That's grounded to third. Play made by Marlowe. Throw to first. 1-2-3 inning for Dale.
Complete with a 5-3 play going from Matt Marlowe to Nate Becker. Between halves of inning 5, the score remains.
Dale's retired 4 straight. Pitches a perfect 5th. And as the Blues are retired in order, we will head to the bottom of the 5th. Home half, Saints bats. Marlowe, who just made the play at third, is going to lead off in the 5th, followed by Beekler and Blessinger. And it's still Cam Maybe pitching into the 5th. Short break and we're back on the Blues Streaming Network. Appreciate you making us part of your Wednesday evening and your entire 2022 summer. Maybe delivers ball 1 to Matt Marlowe, Saints third baseman. 1 for 1 against Maybe tonight. Got a single back in the 2nd. He's 2 for 2 against him. That's a sharply hit ground ball through the left side and a base hit. So he's aboard for the 2nd time against Maybe.
Weird hop there.
Really was. That thing absolutely took off when it made contact with what looked like the left field grass.
It's been right on that lip.
Yeah, exactly. So a runner on first. The first time a leadoff runner has reached against Maybe. Throw to first. You were mentioning it. He's been excellent getting those first couple outs in an inning.
Yeah.
And then just has to work around one base runner. That's in there for a strike.
This is really the first time we've seen him have to work with one guy already on.
And go extended innings.
Yeah.
So the longest a Blues pitcher. The longest a Blues pitcher has gone in any start is 4 1/3. That was Van Sickle last night. Maybe with a chance to go the deepest into a ball game of any Blue starter. Throw to first, gets away, and now trying to take off is Marlowe. He will, and he'll take second base. Tough break for the Blues there. That throw to first just got away. First base a little bit out of our vantage point, at least where we have the cameras tonight, and we do apologize for that, but we can tell you that the throw got away, and Marlowe is now at second base. 0-1 is indeed the count. There's no one out in the bottom of the 5th, and it's Connor Beekler, who's 0 for 2 against Maybe, at the plate. Steps off. 0-1 the count. Maybe versus Beekler. Shows bunt. He was bluffing, and it's 1-1. Or maybe he just pulled it back. Maybe he wasn't bluffing. Did try and lay down a bunt in the first inning.
Yep.
This is the 56th pitch for Maybe. It's fouled off, and it's 1-2. Well, how about the efficiency working into the fifth? Hasn't even touched 60 pitches. After a bit of a shaky first, has really settled in and now trying to work around a leadoff base runner reaching for the first time against him tonight. And he finds himself now at second. A 1-2 to the plate, misses, ball two. Count evens. Two balls and two strikes. That pitch count approaching 60. Has the sign from Shamela. Slow roller down the left field line, foul. And we'll do it all over again. So Beekler picks up that bat, steps back into the right-handed batter's box. Grinding out an AB. Doesn't look like anyone's warming for the Blues. This could be Maybe's fifth inning, I should say. 2-2 pitch. Thought he got him, instead the count full. Count's been worked full, and a payoff pitch on its way. Plays on a couple of hops. Maciel fields it short, throw to first, not in time.
Next batter for the Arroyo Seco Saints, number 4, Max Blessinger.
It's an infield single for Beekler. They're at first and third with nobody out for Max Blessinger. Blessinger 1 for 2, singled off of Maybe in his first at-bat, then grounded out to short to lead off the third. Chance to tie this ball game if he's able to put a ball in play. The infield will come in a little bit. He'll send this one out to right, drops for a base hit. And we are tied at 3. And they're still at the corners. So Blessinger takes the first pitch he sees from Maybe in this inning, deposits it into right field. RBI single for Blessinger, and we're tied at 3. First run of the game since the second inning. That's not right. Blues played 1 in the 4th. My mistake. Now we're tied at 3. And here comes Ed Gravel again to have another word with Maybe. And we'll have to see if someone begins to warm for the Blues. You have to think that would become a reality here. As sharp as he's been, allows a leadoff man to reach. Now 3 straight singles against Maybe in the inning. Looks like maybe he's going to stay in to face Kyson Donahue, and what a battle this is going to be. Donahue so far is 0 for 1 with a walk. Now in a tie ball game, can put his team in front if he's able to make solid contact. Left side of the infield a little more in than the right. First pitch is swung on and missed, and in the process, Blessinger will take second base. So a stolen base for Blessinger. Now they're both in scoring position. Still nobody out. Maybe facing his toughest test of the evening. Arguably against the Saints' most dangerous hitter. Elevated the fastball again, and it's 1-1. Here's ball 2. Two-one count. Well, do you challenge him here, Matt? Chance to give up the lead if he's able to even make contact. There is an open base. He's been red hot.
Can't walk him. Next inning, try to get it,
Challenged him with a fastball, and it's 2-2.
It's going to be a little helpful there for him.
I think there's no question Donahue's been late on the fastballs from maybe.
Yeah.
And these are probably these mid-at-bat adjustments that he was talking about making last night. I saw these guys play last night, but I still have to trust my stuff. I still don't have an official scouting report. Shakes off 2 straight signs from Shamela. Now they'll have to cycle through them again. How about these two? Shamela's been with the team for about 48 hours, maybe a couple days. Late again by Donahue, fouled off. Three straight singles against Maybe here in the 5th. 2 runners in scoring position for Kyson Donahue. Fouled off again. Oh, there's no question where Maybe's attacking him. High fastballs. But how do you switch that up? You've already changed his eye angle. He's already expecting, chest-high fastballs. Try and break one off here.
There's other ways, too. You can even go, try to get him inside if you want. Try to get him off guard. But, yeah, like you said, too, kind of maybe even throw him a curveball, get him off his...
Got him swinging. There it is. Went off speed. It's a huge first out.
That
was a changeup there, and you see that time he probably looked like he was sitting fastball.
Absolutely.
Went
Switched
early.
it up. Yep. Donahue down swinging.
Good changeup by him.
Second strikeout for Maybe. Righty on righty faces Matt Wong. Swinging strike 1. So far, Wong, an RBI single off of Maybe. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 1 plating a run back in the first. Oh, 1. Out to right and foul, 0-2. What's that pitch count looking like, Matt?
68.
68 pitches. So this certainly his longest inning since the first. But the pitch count still reasonable in terms of him getting out of the inning, getting out of this jam. Runners on second and third with nobody out against the Saints' hottest hitters, the heart of their lineup. An 0-2 pitch on its way. Got him swinging. High fastball. What a job by Maybe so far. He's gotten 2 outs, and it's the 2 biggest bats in the Saints lineup. Here's Nathan Becker. What a job this would be. It may be game 14, and we've been saying this ad nauseum, but for Maybe it certainly applies. A chance to really show this coaching staff something. Went a little low at the fastball in the zone there, and it's ball 1. 1-0. That's hit to second. Price to first. Maybe gets out of the jam. Unbelievable.
Great job by him.
We're heading to the top of the sixth. We're tied at 3. 3 consecutive singles against Cam Maybe. Blessinger tied, plated that tying run, and with runners on second and third and nobody out, Cam Maybe gets out of the jam. 4-3 on the ground out to Becker to end the inning. What a job from Cam Maybe. And if that's his outing, what a debut it was in a starting role for this Blues pitching staff. We're heading to the 6th with 5 innings over. A chance to give a shout out to one of the many generous sponsors of the San Luis Obispo Blues. The first 5 innings brought to you by First 5 of SLO County. Did you know that 90%, Matt, did you know this? Did you know that 90% of a child's brain develops in those formative first 5 years? That's why First 5 San Luis Obispo County is dedicated to giving children the best possible start in life. You can learn more at first5slo.org.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Blues Baseball on the Blues Streaming Network. Zach Ebrahim, Matt Fernandez. We're back after this.
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. They got the hitters, pitchers, and speed to be the best in the West indeed. Stinsheimer Park is where they play. So come on down and watch today.
Back to live action. Top of the 6th. Tolia leading things off for the Blues. Tied at 3. Neither team gaining much of any ground. Been tied at 2. Now tied at 3. Ball 1 was just delivered by a new pitcher in for the Saints. It's Jacob Widener, senior at Oral Roberts. They have him down as a right-hander on the roster. And the lefty fires ball 2.
Might be ambidextrous.
How cool would that be?
Very rare. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, absolutely.
Get tired, use your other arm.
2 balls and no strikes to Tolia. Widener, ball 3. So far, Tolia 0 for 1. Also has a sac fly and RBI in the first. Firmly ahead in the count, 3-0. Widener set and the pitch. It's wild and it's ball 4.
Next up for the Blues, number 17, Chase Gallego.
His team leading 14th walk of the season for Tolia. And here's Gallegos, 1 for 2. RBI double back in the first, strikeout swinging in the 4th. Five straight balls out of the left arm of Jacob Widener. Hometown of Raleigh, North Carolina. One 0 pitch. 6 straight balls. 2-0 the count. High strike. 2-1. Oh my, we've got some jarring going back and forth. 2 balls and 1 strike. Blues did not approve of that call, and our home plate umpire let them know. Not having any of it. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Did you hear what was said? You don't have to repeat it, but did you hear it?
No, I didn't,
Oh,
actually.
okay. I heard it. It was kind of funny. 2-1. There's a good pitch, 2-2.
Funky pitch there.
It really was. Again, another left-hander who kind of drops down sidearm and the looping breaking ball. Two-two pitch on its way to Gallegos. Tolia taken off for second. That's a slow roller. Gallegos
That'll work.
beats it out. Infield single. And they're on first and second
Number 27,
with nobody out.
Luke Pemberton.
Time called. Sanchez having a word with Jacob Widener. Tall left-hander, too. Widener stands about, what would you give him, 6'2"?
At least, yeah.
Yeah, at least, maybe even taller. They don't have his height listed. I was expecting to look down, see the number. Wasn't there. Got to use our eyes. Here's Luke Pemberton. Back-to-back Blues have reached. Tolia walked. Gallegos with an infield single. Pemberton 0 for 1 with a walk. And we're tied at 3 in the 6th. Widener's first pitch to him, way high, ball 1. Feel like this is a big at-bat for Luke here.
You could see the corners coming in. Really trying to make sure.
Showed bunt, took ball 2.
They really want to protect that. What did we get out of there, Luke? Corners are in, indeed.
Way in. Becker and Marlowe.
And Pemberton's got some speed to him, too. Pretty quick guy.
Oh, if it's a good bunt, we could be looking at bases loaded. But first, the 2-0. Bunt shown, bunt pulled back, ball 3. Walk works just as well. There is nobody out in the 6th. Blues trying to get to the Saints bullpen. Were unable to do so last night. Plated all their runs, I believe, off of the Saints starter. Then the pen came in and was excellent. Got out of a number of jams. Was trying to make it difficult here. A 3-0 pitch to Pemberton, bunt shown, ball 4 taken, and they're loaded.
Second walk.
Number 1, Darius Price.
So Widener walks Tolia. He's at third. Gallegos hits a swinging bunt that allows him to reach first safely. So he gets an infield single, and Pemberton just took a 4-pitch walk. And already a meeting on the mound here. It'll be the bottom third of this lineup. Darius Price is due up for the Blues. Entire infield is in as well, along with the catcher Sanchez to talk to Widener, go over specifics of how exactly to attack Darius Price, who no one in the CCL has seen before tonight. And he's 1 for 2. Now the home plate umpire is going to come, break up the meeting. Say that's about enough. And we're going to be back to live action and plenty of action for the Blues. 3 consecutive men reach to lead off the top of the 6th. And it's Darius Price making his Blues debut at second, already with an RBI double and a chance to stand in and tack on a few more. Chance for the Blues to take their first lead since the fourth when Price gave them that double, and the lead was 3-2. Now it's 3-3, and Widener comes to the plate with ball one. Ball and no strikes. Widener trying to get out of bumper-to-bumper traffic on the base paths and fires in a strike. Comes home with a 1-1 pitch. Ball two. Well, if there's anyone that Price did not get the chance to introduce himself in that dugout, chance to introduce himself with a good at-bat here with the bases loaded. Checked his swing. It was a strike, 2-2. Blues have lost 2 straight. Saturday night, crushing defeat to the Crabs. Gave up 5 in the bottom of the 8th to fall 8-7 the final. And last night, falling 6-5. There's ball 3, and there's nowhere to put him. We're trying to get back in that win column. 5-7 on the season. That game, the Sunday matinee contest against the Crabs, rained out. Blues headed home that day, prepared for this trip to Pasadena, trying to walk away from it with a win. A payoff pitch to Price. Ball 4, and it's a bases loaded walk. Blues have the lead.
Good job working the count by the Blues.
Certainly was. So Price gets himself his 2nd RBI of the ball game on a bases loaded walk. Here's Nathan Shimela, and it's a pitching change. Widener faced 4 batters, and he walked 3. Gives up a run on the walk to Price with the bases loaded. They are still loaded with no one out. We're in the top of the 6th. And there's a pitching change. See if Nathan Shimela can come through with the bases loaded. Blues have taken the lead. There's still no one out. Don't go anywhere. We're in the top of the 6th, and we're going to be right back. Blues Baseball, Blues Streaming Network. Thanks for hanging out.
Louisiana Tech, number 23.
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. They got the hitters, pitchers, and speed to be the best in the West, indeed. Stinshama Park is where they play. So come on down and watch today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna.
Top of the 6th, we're back to live action. It's Nathan Shimela.
Batting continues for the Blues with number 35.
There's a ways to go for this Saints bullpen.
Shimela.
And for the first time this season, we're going to say hello to Anthony Giannett, a right-hander out of Louisiana Tech and a hometown of Spring, Texas. Right-hander to face Shimela. And they're still loaded. Strike one. Sun officially setting here in Pasadena. Make sure we get our last look at this beautiful tree line surrounding Jackie Robinson Field, and just across the street to our left is the iconic Rose Bowl. Ball one. 4 straight Blues have reached. And it's a ball and a strike to Shamela. Jeanette comes home. Good take, 2-1. Well, patience is a virtue, and the Blues are showing you that. 3 walks in the inning. Is it harder, is it easier to take those pitches when it's coming out of the left arm of a kind of side armor with a funky delivery? Is it easier to take those pitches, do you think? There's a line drive, base hit up the middle for Shamela. And that's going to play to run, possibly 2. Relay in from center, not on line. 2-run score for the Blues, and the runners are going to be at second and third for San Luis Obispo. They've doubled the lead. It's 6-3. There's still nobody out.
Up to bat for the San Luis Obispo Blues, number 2, C.J. Maciel.
And C.J. Maciel will have his chance to get in on the fun. It's a 2 RBI single for Shamela. He advanced to second on the relay from center. He puts the Blues in front.
And he took a page out of CJ's book.
Base hit up the middle.
Yeah, right up the middle.
And we'll see if CJ can implement that game plan here. Keep the wheels turning in this top of the 6th. Blues have taken a 3-run lead and a chance to get more. Those runs charged to Widener. It's Anthony Giannette into pitch. Maciel swings and misses. That will look like a slider, 0-1. Nothing in 1 the count to Maciel. Shamela at second. And Price at third. 0-2. I believe it's the first time this inning that a Blues hitter has been greeted with a strike in the first pitch. What a pick by Sanchez. That could have been another run.
Slider got away from him. It's going to be a strikeout pitch probably for him.
That was incredible. Yeah. Wow.
Great job behind the plate, huh?
Really was. Ball and 2 strikes now to C.J. Maciel. Cal Baptist University. Jeanette comes home with a 1-2 pitch. Maciel looks low, ball 2. Chance for more insurance for the Blues. Chance to build that cushion. Swinging and missing, strike 3. There's the first out of the inning.
Number 21.
And a big out for Jeanette.
Simons.
But now we're to the top of this lineup and Jake Simons. Jeanette facing Simons for the first time tonight. Righty on righty, the pitch low. Putting Cameron maybe in position for a win after maybe went 5 full. Ball 2. Just can't say enough about what maybe he was able to do in that bottom of the 5th. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Gets out of that jam, and now the Blues put him in position for a win, plating 3 here in the inning. And getting to the Saints bullpen, which they were unable to do last night. There's ball 3. There's a base open.
Try to sneak a fastball in there.
You know Simons, not that he can't hit, but he might be taking the whole way. Just passed the baton off to Aiden Anderson, who's due up after him. 3-0. Took down the middle. 3-1. Back-to-back days where the Blues starters only give up 3 earned and put the offense that's averaging over 8 runs a game in position to produce like they are here in the 6th. Ball 4, Simons takes first base, and they're loaded with 1 out for Aiden Anderson.
Another walk by him.
That's the 4th walk of the inning. And the 2nd of the night for Simons. Wheels keep turning. Here's Anderson, 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts. First pitch to Anderson is a breaking ball. Low, strike 1. Nothing in 1 the count. Jeanette. Set. And the pitch. Got him swinging, 0-2. Look like back-to-back breaking balls to get ahead. 0-2 on Aiden Anderson. Three straight breaking balls, and it's 1-2. Blues haven't had an inning like this in quite some time, probably since MLB Academy. Got him swinging, 2 gone.
Sure. Got the slider and curveball working right now pretty good for him.
We'll have to get him by Grotto. Went off speed on the outside corner, takes ball 1. Every Blue in this inning has had an at-bat. They have almost hit around. Grotto with the bases loaded, righty on righty. Anthony Jeanette's pitch is popped up and out of play. Grotto with a chance to pad those RBI stats. In his 9th game with the Blues this season, he's got 8. What a chance this is to blow the game open. Ball and a strike. Grotto takes inside, ball 2. Bases full of Blues, bumper-to-bumper traffic. Nowhere to put Grotto, and forced to challenge him with a 2-1 pitch. Jeanette comes home. Grotto swings and misses.
So the fastball that time.
Got it by him. 2-2 count, 2 outs, top 6. Blues have sent every man to the plate in this inning, and have plated 3 to take a 6-3 lead. And the pitch to Grotto. Got him swinging. Off speed.
Anthony Giannett delivers 3 strikeouts in
Slider
the top
again.
6.
Blues strand the bases loaded. Every out in the inning was a strikeout, but the Blues get 4 walks, a 2 RBI single from Shamela, an RBI walk from Price, and they tack on 3. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Blues send every man to the plate in the 6th, and now have provided a cushion
New pitcher.
for the first pitching change of the ball game. It'll be Sanchez, Rogers, and Walker when we come back, and we'll introduce you to the new pitcher when we come back. Blues Baseball on the Blues Streaming Network. Appreciate you making us a part of your Wednesday evening and your entire 2022 summer. Zach Ibrahim, Matt Fernandez. We'll be back after a short break.
I sure as
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. They got the hitters, pitchers, and speed to be the best in the West indeed. Stinsheimer Park is where they play. So come on down and watch today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna
So, bottom of the 6th inning.
To the bottom of the 6th, and a pitching change. Teammate to teammate here with the Blues. End at school. It's Eric Kubitowicz out of Illinois State, teammate of Cameron Mabey during the season and even in summer ball. So a familiar role with these two, with Mabey getting the start, going 5 full, longer than any Blues starter, and he hands it off to Kubitowicz, who delivers the first pitch in the dirt, ball 1 to Jacob Sanchez, the Saints catcher. Kubitowicz picked up a save in his first outing as a Blue in his Blues debut. That was a pressure situation at Humboldt. There's a fly ball to left, drifting foul. I mean, we were impressed by Kubi, as the team affectionately calls him. Came in and got himself a save in a 1-run ball game. He got a strikeout to end it all. Pitching in relief of Cameron Mabey. Went 5 full, in line for the win. Got him swinging, 1 and 2. And now it's his teammate Kubitowicz. Out of Oakdale, Minnesota. Got him swinging. That was nasty.
good slider there.
1 gone.
Number 3, Jordan Rogers.
Rogers, who's 0 for 1 and was hit by a pitch, stands in. Kubitowicz with a filthy slider. Got Sanchez swinging. I was talking to Kubi last night when we got in and out. And I said, "You're from Minnesota, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I said, "My mom's from Minnesota." And he goes, "All right. Yeah. You don't like it unless you're from there." There's ball 1. I like it. I go visit. I got family there.
Vikings guy?
Oh, probably. Me? No.
You.
No. All in, no strikes. Fouled off 1-1. Maybe Kubi is. But it was so funny when he first got here, right? The way you way you noticed him, because like sometimes we don't know what the guys look like yet. We have to meet them.
Right.
Kubi was the only guy in a Bass Pro Shops hat. Yeah, that's how you could tell it was Kubi.
Sure.
Bass Pro Shops, there he is. Tall right-hander delivers ball 2. A fun guy. Him and Maybe have been hanging out on this road trip. Two balls, one strike to Jordan Rogers. That's in the dirt.
Trying to work that slider again. See what he has to offer now.
Do you go to it 3-1? Fastball lined into left field. Diving play made by Anderson.
What a catch.
Wow. 2 gone.
By Aiden Anderson. Now batting for the Saints, number 7, Jack Walker.
Walker, who's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts to second, stands in with no one on and 2 out in the bottom of the 6th. In for a strike. Grounded foul. 0-2 the count now. Kubitowicz, who this coaching staff says we could definitely see in the role as the team's catcher. But, you know, when talking to Ed Gravel, he mentioned that one change they want to make with, you know, now that they've seen these guys pitch a number of times, is they want to attach a starter to a reliever and then eventually a closer, a guy to get the final, 3 or 6 outs. 0-2.
Sure.
That's grounded to Price at second again, and the throw to first in time. So Walker grounds out to second for a 3rd time tonight, and it's a perfect inning for Kubitowicz out of the pen in the 6th. And the inning now over.
Inning number 6, San Luis Obispo Blues 6, Arroyo Seco Saints 3. The top of the 7th is up next.
We are heading to the 7th. So through 6, the Blues lead 6-3. And we want to give another shout out to one of the many generous sponsors of the San Luis Obispo Blues. With the Blues in front, 6-3 through 6. It's all smiles through 6. And that is sponsored by Broad Street Smiles of SLO County. Broad Street Smiles, quality, general cosmetic, and implant dentistry. For more information, check out broadstreetsmiles.com. Blues in front 6-3. We're back after a short break on the Blues Streaming Network. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. They got the hitters, pitchers, and speed.
And we're in the 7th. Blues in front. Chance to tack on here. Everyone got a plate appearance in the 6th. So it's Tolia. He led off the 6th with a walk. Now he leads off the 7th. Taking ball 1. Facing Anthony Jeanette still in the ball game for the Saints. 1-0 pitch. Up the middle, base hit. Single for Tolia.
Looks like they're in.
And for the second straight inning, Tolia
Number
reaches,
17,
leading off.
Gallegos.
Gallegos in the 6th followed that up with a single himself. Now a chance to hit with Tolia, safe at first and no one out. We're in the top of the 7th in Pasadena. That night sky setting in, temperatures dropping. That breaking ball, spike to the plate. Okay, goes 2 for 3. Had an RBI double in the 1st and a single in the 6th. Struck out in the 4th. Jeanette comes home with a 1-0 pitch. Ball and a strike to Gallegos. Popped up and out of play, 1-2 now. Chase, of course, a sophomore at UNLV and hometown of Henderson, Nevada. I've driven through Henderson on my way from LA to Bloomington.
Oh,
So
wow.
had to stop through. Obviously went through Vegas, but stopped through Henderson as well. 1-2. Line down the left field line. How did Casey Belt not move? Man, that was hit pretty close to him. Blues third base coach. I wish we had this view for when that foul ball was hit. That was,
Just stared down that ball.
I mean, he looked at it and said, "You're not touching me."
And if I was the ball, I'd probably be a little more scared of Casey.
Exactly. Exactly. 1-2. Gallegos looks at ball 2. It's very, very well said. Oh, my goodness.
Again, missing with the slider. Trying to use that again. 2 strikes.
Comes home with a 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Stuck with it.
Got him that time with it, yeah.
Number 27, Luke Pepperton.
So Gallegos now 2 for 4 with a single RBI double, 2 strikeouts. Here's Pemberton, who has walked his last 2 times up. Struck out looking in the 1st. Runner at first is Zach Tolia. Got himself a base hit up the middle. He's throwing that pitch 0-0 to Pemberton. Certainly trusting it.
Looks like his go-to, yeah.
1-1. Is the main struggle with the guy who throws majority, breaking balls, really has a lot of trust in it, is the, that first issue that always comes up, control?
I wouldn't say necessarily because, there's different fields. Like someone might have their control for their changeup might be like someone's control for a fastball, We've had guys like Cal Baptist.
Ball 2.
Ball taken.
Throwing to second. Tolia is safe with a stolen base. Throw was on a line, but not in time to get Tolia, you were saying?
But, yeah, you have guys that, they change, let's say, have a guy whose changeup is their best pitch, and they can throw it at any count, any given time for a strike, and maybe for some reason they can't do the same with their fastball. So, it honestly just depends pitcher to pitcher and what they're more comfortable with. He seems to be a little comfortable with his slider.
2-1 pitch. There it is
yeah.
again. That's perfectly placed, and it's 2-2. See if we can get this camera in a better angle here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pemberton at the plate. Jeanette. Slider again, 3-2. Pemberton's got to be saying, can I get anything hard? Can I get some hard stuff, please? Unless he's going to take that 3rd walk. Or at least hang it for him. 1 out in the inning. Jeanette set, and his payoff pitch. He'll step off first, forcing Tolia to head back into second. Count full, and the pitch is swung on and missed. There was the high fastball. 2 gone now.
Next batter for the Blues, number 1, Darius Price.
Awesome debut for Darius Price so far. RBI double, RBI walk. Officially 1 for 2. And has been busy at second. But obviously looks really natural over there. Tully is at second. Price at the plate. Jeanette comes home. Ball 1.
Another slider.
I mean, we're talking 70% of what he's thrown.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe more.
Not seeing many fastballs from him. Well, sliders, a couple curveballs. Oh, there's a
fastball high and inside, taking for ball 2 to Price. Well, it was interesting when he watching him pitch to Pemberton when Luke worked the count full and had seen, 5, 6 sliders. It was the fastball that got him swinging.
Yeah.
Maybe he was thinking about the breaking ball. .2-0 pitch on its way. That's a strike. Well, we can tell you what Price's average is. It's 500. Two-one. Got him swinging. 2-2. It's sharp. It is. I mean, you kind of understand why he favors it.
Yeah. There's a bit of late break to it too, which is always really deceives a lot of.
Yeah, that's how you fool him.
Yeah.
Now you see it.
No, you don't. There you go.
That one was a ball out of his hand. And the count full.
It's the 11th time that a Blues hitter has taken a pitcher from the Saints to 5 or more pitches.
The 11th time.
Yeah.
That in that bat has
drawn 5 or more pitches.
There you go.
For the Blues. So we're really working the count, regardless of the outcome.
Count worked full here by Price. Payoff pitch from Jeanette. Couple hopper. That's hit. Play made at third. Got him at first. Marlowe again. Another ice play. Had to cut in front of Donahue at short to make the play. So it is a 5-3 ground out for Price. Jeanette works around a leadoff single from Tolia, then a stolen base, strikes out Gallegos, Pemberton, and gets Price to ground out. We're through 6.5 here in Pasadena. We're heading to the bottom half. It's time to stretch those legs. Get ready for the bottom of the 7th and the rest of this ball game. We will have the conclusion. It should be fun. Blues in front, 6-3. And we're taking a short break, but we'll be back. Blue Streaming Network. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. What do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, West indeed.
Welcome back. Live action. Bottom 7. Jackie Robinson Field. Kubi still out there. Eric Kubitowicz. Off speed in there for strike 1. We mentioned it. Kubi really looks sharp in his now 2 innings worked for the Blues. Set him down in order in the 6th. That's grounded foul, 0-2. What I like as well, you know, with what the Blues are trying to do with starters and relievers and just trying to get this rotation in a rhythm is, and this is another thing Ed Gravel was talking about, where when you hand that ball off to the reliever, you almost want it to become a competition where, like, between the pitchers, meaning like, you know, as there's ball 1, you know, maybe hands it off to Kubi, and Kubi's thinking, you know, Cam gave up 3 runs, like he was good, but I'm going to come in here and in my 2 innings, like, I'm going to be better, right? And it kind of creates this internal competition to pitch and be excellent and have that going on within the game. Popped up to right. Price in shallow right. Makes the catch. 1 gone. So I found that really interesting. I don't know if you've ever heard about that strategy before.
Yeah, naturally, you kind of want your guys to be competitive with each other. You know, you can't. That's the thing with you get athletes, especially collegiate. Like at one point, all these guys standing here were probably the best guy in their high school. You know, and
yeah,
when you get a bunch of guys like that, like the only way for everyone to get better is, you know, to compete. So kind of like iron, you know, sharpens iron, as they say.
Absolutely. That's out to left. Hammered but foul. It's a loud and far hit, strike 1. No question. And I think it's cool keeping the teammates together. It could be a natural reliever, maybe a starter, and you just kind of have them go back-to-back off each other. 0-1. Blues had that last year with Heston Toll from Arkansas, and he had a wipeout slider. That dude, forget about it. Just at times untouchable. And then the Blues' best reliever was Miller Plyman, also out of Arkansas. So when those 2 guys, you know, when they were, Heston would go 6, Plyman could get, you know, the rest of the 9 outs, but usually he'd pitch the 7th and 8th and hand it off to McLeave from Utah. And it was cool to see that develop throughout the season, and it's going to be awesome to watch that happen this season with the Blues. See what relievers they attach to starters and what guys they want to put in certain positions. It's all going to be fun. Got him swinging. Another strikeout for Kubi. 2 gone in the inning.
Number 4, Max Blessinger.
Blessinger now, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI tonight. Got that RBI single back in the 5th. Off of Cameron, maybe. Blessinger, the Saints right fielder. Ball 1 bounces the plate.
Schmidt is really blocking well back there.
Yeah, right. Hasn't had too much wild stuff to deal with, but you know, all around he's been excellent behind the plate. Let's head out to center. Simons will get it in front of him, square it up, and make the catch. Inning over. Side retired in order for Kubitowicz.
Oh, yeah. Eric Kubitowicz complete.
Back-to-back perfect innings for Kubi out of the pen. Has retired 6 straight, and the Blues maintain their 3-run lead as we head to the 8th. Blues looking to snap the 2-game losing streak, make that bus ride home a lot more happy. Thanks for hanging out, Blue Streaming Network. Zach Ibrahim, Matt Fernandez, right behind home plate, bringing you all the action, and we'll bring you the final conclusion of this. 2 more innings to go. Short break and we're back. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome back. We're in the 8th. New pitcher in for the Saints is number 9, Jake Porter. Sophomore at Brigham Young, hometown of Provo, Utah. Can't say I've been to Provo.
I have, actually.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, this past year, played Utah Valley at Utah Valley, or in Provo.
Have you been to
That's
Zion National Park in Utah?
Never.
Awesome. Awesome. It's one of those, I don't know if you're a big road trip guy, but you're making that drive. Let's say you're heading to the east or Midwest and you want to make a straight shot through Nevada, Colorado, Utah, Zion National Park. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I have to go check that out.
Yeah, no, you should. So Porter is going to face Shimelia and Maciel. And then Simons. And we'll see what takes place after. Porter to Shimelia. Strike one.
Ball. The outside corner.
Need to get you your radar gun. Is there anyone behind us? You should go get the radar gun from Lardner. Simon's going to say he's showing the home plate umpire his arm where it's, looked like it hit him. But, excuse me, Shimelia, not Simons. If I see someone get hit by a pitch, I assume it's Jake Simons.
Oh, yeah.
But Shimelia is he's getting heckled by oh, that's not Lardner. My bad. I don't know why I thought those are the Saints pitchers. I thought it was some friendly heckling. It's not. They're giving him first.
Should be a lawyer. Wow, look at him.
I mean, he pleaded his case. He made it. There was an objection at first, but Shimelia is going to be safe at first after being hit by a pitch. Great day for him, too. 2 RBI single, walk, and he's been hit by a pitch. Not to mention his excellent defense. Blues get the leadoff runner on for the 3rd consecutive inning. What do you think CJ's talking to him about?
Probably telling him about his dog. Like, look over there. You see the thing?
His teacup Chihuahua?
Oh, yeah.
It's a cute little dog. What's its name again?
Chica.
Chica.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. We have a bus to catch.
Sure do. About an hour and a half drive back. Maybe a little longer. Much longer?
More than that. More than that, buddy.
How long are we talking?
I mean, not that much longer.
3 hours, probably? 2-3 hours?
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna hit traffic.
Don't jinx us now.
Sure, 3. Oh, if we hit traffic at 9:30, something horrible has happened. First pitch to Maciel, strike one. This will be our only trip to Pasadena, Jackie Robinson Field this season. Bunt laid down by CJ, but it's foul. Strike 2, 0-2. Saints will come play us, I believe about 3 or 4 times. 4 would make sense. 6-game regular season series. Only made sense that these two teams would meet in the playoffs last season. In the semifinals of the CCL state playoffs, Blues would emerge victorious 6-2. That breaking ball slipped out of his hand. Blues beat the Saints, made it all the way to the championship game. And with the Saints being pushed into the losers bracket, would unfortunately meet the Healdsburg Prune Packers, where their season would end in a 11-run defeat. And the Prune Packers would go on to defeat the Blues in the championship game. Saints 22-18 last season. It was their third home game tonight. They got their first win of the season last night. 1-2 pitch. Maciel looks at ball 2. Pitch gets away. Chamelia's taken off for second. He'll be safe. And now in scoring position. CJ trying to reach for the first time. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts swinging. What would your advice to him be right now, Matt?
Spin spoil. Find a way on there.
Through the right side.
There
Base
you go.
hit for CJ, rounding third. And Chamelia, the relay, offline. He scores. And it's 7-3 Blues. RBI single for Maciel. He'll advance to second on the relay.
Blues is number 21, Jake Simon.
I think your advice paid off.
There you go. Just keep it simple, you know? Take the cheap ones.
Maciel safe at second after his RBI single. He advances to second on the throw. There's no one out in the 8th, and the Blues have tacked on another run. Simon's out to left. High fly ball. Can't get there. That's a base hit. Maciel rounding third. He'll come in to score. Throw to third, not in time. It's an RBI triple for Jake Simons.
Jake Simons RBI triple.
And it's 8-3.
Now batting for the Blues.
That escalated very quickly.
Aiden Anderson.
And they're providing more of a cushion. Got another runner at third. Still nobody out. Here's Anderson. 1 for 4 tonight. How about that? If that drifts foul, I mean, there's a base hit up the middle, but it actually caroms off of Porter, and Anderson will beat it out, scoring Simons. It's 9-3 Blues. So there's an RBI single for Anderson off of Jake Porter. I thought it would get through him and into the outfield grass. Deflects off him. It's an infield RBI single for Anderson, and it's 9-3 Blues.
For the Blues, number 26, Cody Darcy.
They're having one of those innings again. They've played at 3. There's no one out. And here's Cody Darcy in for Mason Grotto. First at bat for Darcy. Darcy got the start yesterday at short. CJ Maciel moving over to second. In the inning, Chamelia pleaded his case that he was hit by a pitch. That would eventually be ruled on by the umpires that he was. Maciel drove him in on an RBI single. Jake Simons an RBI triple, and then Aiden Anderson an infield single off of Jake Porter, who is still pitching to Cody Darcy. Teammate of Garrett Brooks at the University of Texas San Antonio, both road runners. Ball and a strike. Darcy looks at a high pitch, ball 2.
Damn.
Here's ball 3. Still no outs in the 8th. This inning really reminiscent of the 6th with a few more hits than walks. Here's strike 2, and it's a stolen base for Anderson. He's in scoring position, and the count full to Darcy. Payoff pitch coming from Jake Porter. He's had a rough eighth. So looking for that elusive first out. And he'll get it on a strikeout swinging for Darcy.
Number 28, Zach Tolia.
"12 strikeouts now for the pitchers of the Arroyo Seco Saints."
That many, huh? No, I guess they did get, yeah. It's been interesting in these innings where the Blues have, come at them in waves. The way they're getting outs is with the strikeout. You're absolutely right. You think 12 strikeouts, you think, man, they might have, obviously pitched really well, put together a nice effort. Not that they haven't, but it was an ugly sixth. It's becoming an ugly eighth.
Right.
And the strikeouts are the only way they're getting anyone out. Counter's now 0-2 to Tolia. That is grounded foul. And we'll do it all over again. 6-run lead for the Blues. Nothing in 2, still the count to Zach Tolia. 1 for 3 with a single, walk, and a sac fly RBI. We can add a base hit up the middle and another RBI for Tolia. Throw in from center. Not in time, and he's safe. It's a 10th run for the Blues. RBI single for Tolia. And they've hung 10 on the Arroyo Seco Saints.
Now on to bat for the Blues, St. Mary's, number 29, Giovanni Blanchett.
Second RBI of the night for Tolia. 3rd time he's reached in as many innings. Walked in the 6th, singled in the 7th, singles in the 8th. And here's Giovanni Blanchett pinch hitting for the DH, Chase Gallegos. Now a chance to get everyone that the Blues can get plate appearance on this road trip. Everyone coming down to Pasadena. Giovanni, of course, who was a starter early in the season, coming in to pinch hit here. Getting his opportunity to get in the stat sheet with an at-bat. And the count 0-1. Jake Porter still in pitching for the Saints. Comes home with a 0-1 pitch. Fouled back towards us, 0-2. Nothing in 2 to Blanchett. Tolia still safe at first. Breaking ball, got him looking. 13th strikeout for Saints pitching. They're down 7. So it's very interesting.
27, Luke Pemberton.
Here's Pemberton, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 2 walks as well for Luke. Righty on righty, Porter set, and the pitch. That breaking ball is inside, ball 1. That was fouled off in the count now 1-1. Blues having one of those innings again. If Pemberton reaches, everyone will get a chance to hit in this inning. All 9 of them. Ball and a strike. Fouled back 1-2. Pemberton looking for his first hit tonight. Bounce to the plate, 2-2. Blues are 6 outs away from splitting a 2-game road series here with the Saints. Making that bus trip home feel a little better. Have let a few ball games slip away coming into tonight's contest, but have certainly gotten back on track tonight in both aspects of the game, hitting and pitching. Fouled off. Count still full, and there's 2 out in the 8th.
Another 5-pitch AB.
I mean, they're making it work. They are hanging in there. They are fouling off everything they can.
That's one way to counteract the high strikeouts we're seeing. Like you said earlier, like, what is that, 12, 13, 14?
14 strikeouts for Saints pitching, but the Blues lead by 7 after tacking on 4 in the 8th.
Half of inning number 8. The San Luis Obispo Blues tally up a total of 4 runs.
To the bottom of the 8th we go.
1 runner left on base.
And it'll be a 3rd inning of work for Kubitowicz. When we come back on the Blues streaming network, Zach Ibrahim, Matt Fernandez, right behind home plate, bringing you all the action and bringing you what hopes to be a Blues win. Trying to snap a 2-game losing streak, trying to head home happy. We'll have the conclusion when we come back. Bottom of the 8th, Kyson Donahue leading things off for the Saints in their half. And it's Eric Kubitowicz who's in there for strike 1 to Donahue. Well, Kubi's been sharp. Out of the pen, he's faced 6, and he's gotten 6 out. Pitching now with a 7-run lead in the 8th. We mentioned that this is a guy who they're going to use in stress situations out of the bullpen the rest of the season. You think kind of keeping him in here is just a chance to get him some length and get him some low-stress innings?
Not only that, but, I mean, like you said, we're trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. And, this is an inning where we've had a lot of trouble. And, hey, we finally, looks like so far, don't want to say anything yet, but.
The high fly ball to center. Simons coming in, makes the catch, 2 gone.
Sure.
Well, you mentioned it. And, look, I mean, it's happened, so we'll talk about it.
Sure.
Other than last night, where the damage came in the 6th. So forget last night, but in the previous 4 games for the Blues, in the 8th inning alone, they had given up 19 runs.
Wow.
In 4 8th innings, including that 7-run bottom of the 9th that the Barons had in Compton. Fouled straight back. So, I mean, there's no question. This is an inning that has haunted them so far this season.
Yeah.
So you do understand keeping Kubi in there to keep things in order. 0-1. Matt Wong now, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. One thing we just mentioned, Donahue flew out to center. They've contained him, and they've certainly adjusted to how they attack him. Donahue just has a walk. Other than that, he's 0 for 3, and that's the guy that had an RBI triple and an RBI double last night. Wong has did his damage early with his 2 singles, struck out his last time up in the 5th. 2-1. Grounded. High chopper. Maciel can't make the play, so Wong will reach. E6 on Maciel allows Wong to reach. Here's Becker to face Kubitowicz. Strike 1. Wong is safe. He just reached on an error by C.J. Maciel. Becker 0 for 2, sac fly RBI. And his first at bat, a 1 pitch, fouled off, 0-2 now.
Look out, fire in the hole.
How many pitches for Kubi now?
That was pitch number 30 right there.
Okay. 30 pitches for Eric Kubitowicz. Had retired 7 straight until Wong reached on the air. Comes home with an 0-2. Fouled off again. Nothing in 2. Kubi set facing Becker for the first time tonight. Got him swinging.
Good curveball.
Really nice. Sharp break. 2 gone.
Number 8, Jacob Sanchez.
Here's another bat they've kept in check tonight. Sanchez is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. He'll stand in to face Kubitowicz. Again, Wong safe at first. He reached on an error. Take away the air. Kubi's retired 8 straight, could be 9. Runner takes off for second. Swing and a miss. Throw from Schmelia behind the plate. Gets away. And it's a stolen base for Matt Wong. And Sanchez swung through the first pitch, so he's in an 0-1 count. Kubitowicz comes home with an 0-1. Got him swinging again, 0-2. Well, he's got 3-4 pitches that he trusts equally, it looks like, and for good reason. 2 out in the 8th. And an 0-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Or first to complete that. Kubitowicz in 3 innings pitched in relief.
Saints with no runs, 1 hit
4
and
strikeouts, and if not for an error, would have sat down 9 straight. To the 9th we go, and the Blues' last chance to get a little more insurance. Why not? 7-run lead for San Luis Obispo. To the 9th we go. It'll be Price, Schmelia, and Maciel unless there's pinch hitters. Short break and we're back. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thank you. New right-hander in for the Saints is Benjamin Lake.
Top of the ninth inning.
Out of Woodland Hills, California. He's a senior at Cal Berkeley, so he's a teammate of our own Lucas Gaither.
Darius Price.
And it's Darius Price leading off the ninth for the Blues. Their last chance to tack on a few more. Price, who's had just an awesome debut for the Blues. 2 RBIs on a double walk. Double and walk. Lake facing Price. And the pitch is inside and hit him, and he'll shake that wrist off and take first in the process.
Number 35, Nathan Chamelia.
Nathan Chamelia. Chamelia is 1 for 2. 2 RBI single, walk, hit by a pitch himself. That pitch gets all the way to the backstop, allowing Price to take second base. That was indeed ball 1. Time called. Sanchez just going out there to settle down Lake. No question with Nathan, though, it's been his defense that has impressed you and I tonight.
Oh, yeah, and he's been doing pretty well both sides of the plate, you know. Pretty good behind, you know, looks pretty solid today. Not bad for a first day, huh?
Agreed. 2-0. Fouled straight back. 2-1. Blues really have 3 awesome catchers.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what we're seeing now with Nathan, who no doubt can play the position and wield the bat. Steinberger, who we've seen DH and catch, and Gallegos the same. We've seen him DH and catch, and all those guys are terrific. Checked his swing and took ball 3. Price is at second. He was hit by a pitch and advanced to second on a wild pitch. Benjamin Lake out of Woodland Hills. Not too far from here. Ball 4, and Price is going to take third on another pitch that gets away. No one out in the top of the ninth.
CJ Maciel.
Here's Maciel, got himself an RBI single last time up in the 8th. Another meeting on the mound here. Maciel 1 for 4 tonight. Got himself that RBI single, doing what you said he should do. And that's just fight the spin off. Hit it through the 4-3 hole. Got himself a base hit. 3 for 4 last night with 3 singles and an RBI as well. Back to live action now in the top of the 9th. Maciel takes a strike down the middle. Throw over to first. Checks on Shamalia. That's high and inside. Ball 1 to CJ. What are you looking forward to most about this homestand, Matt? Coming up this weekend?
You know, just glad to be back at Sinsheimer. You know, just great atmosphere, great baseball. Gonna miss, you know, hearing the fans, hearing the music.
The swinging strike 2.
Curveball there. And honestly, just the atmosphere. It's just a great ballpark, and you know, personally, there's no better place than home, and great time. You know, hoping to hear a lot of hot sauce chants.
Oh yeah. I think we will. What I'm most excited about is our fans being able to see these new faces, new players in person, play in front of them and produce. Got him swinging. 15th strikeout for Saints pitching.
Up the bat, number 21, Jake Simon.
That really is what I'm most excited about. Just everyone, hopefully they've tuned into the streams and they've gotten, you know, like a sneak peek of what our guys can do, these new guys that are contributing in a multitude of ways. But to see it in person, that's going to be a lot of fun to see and hear the audible cheers and reaction.
Right.
Lake to Simons, high and inside. Nothing can phase Simons at this point. Had himself an RBI triple in the 8th. Hit a high fly ball. Dropped in fair territory. And with those wheels, made it all the way to third. 2-0. And Shamela's going to take second base. Two balls and one strike is the actual count. We'll get that updated. Runners on second and third for the Blues. Shamela at second and Price at third. Simons at the plate. Awaiting a 2-1 pitch from Lake. That's spiked to the plate. Good stop from Sanchez. It's 3-1.
A lot of these pitchers, you know, they have really good off-speed. Their off-speed moves a lot, so it could be another reason why they keep going to it. I mean,
it's true.
Keep swinging through it.
Yeah, it wasn't just Jeanette. A lot of these guys, fastball high and inside, ball 4, and they're loaded. Nope, no home run. Did not mean to do that. There has not been a home run hit. There's just one out in the 9th. You're absolutely right. It's not just been Jeanette. It's really been everyone we've seen has seemingly favored the breaking stuff.
Yeah.
Here's Aiden Anderson. Got himself an RBI single. Back in the 8th. That's a ball hit out to center, and that'll be caught by Beekler. Price tagging from third and scoring. Everyone advances 90 feet, and it's 11-3 Blues. There's
now
2 out in the 9th.
Blues, number 26, Cody Darcy.
Another RBI for Anderson, his second of the night. His second in as many innings. And Cody Darcy with a chance to get in on the RBI party. Bottom of the lineup has been awesome tonight. Top of the lineup has been setting the table. 11-3 Blues, runners on second and third. Lake to the plate. Breaking ball, strike 1. You're right, why not throw it on 0-0? steal a strike. Darcy's second at-bat, struck out swinging back in the 8th. That was his first plate appearance. Filling in for Grotto. Popped up and out of play, 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 the count. Lake set and the pitch. Spike to the plate.
Both of these catchers really working today.
Been some great stops and picks. All those breaking balls, some are bound to end up in the dirt. 2-2 now. Oh, you're right. They've done an excellent job. Ball gets away. Could mean another run. Seemingly all cosmetic at this point with the score 11-3 Blues. And a bounce-back effort here tonight. A 2-2 pitch to Cody Darcy. That's bounced to the plate again. Lake's a senior at Cal. Has the sign and a payoff pitch. Ball 4, and they're loaded again.
Number 28, Zach Tolia.
Here's Tolia now. Ten walks for the Blues tonight. Tolia takes a strike. Bases loaded, 8-run ball game, 2 out, top 9. Blues are 3 outs away from getting to 6-7 on the season. Getting back in the win column before heading home for a weekend series. Oh, a couple teams coming to town. Get our first look at a few teams around the CCL. I believe we have the Oaks coming to town and the Foresters, and it's going to be a fun weekend. Hope you'll join us either in person or here on YouTube. That's bounced to the plate.
Another good block.
There's been a lot of trends in this game. Blues striking out, Blues walking, Blues hitting with runners on. Got him looking. 16 strikeouts for the Blues.
Strikeout. And that wraps up the top 9.
They are left loaded.
Number 9, the SLO Blues.
But with an 8-run lead, they are 3 outs away from a 6th win this season. See who's coming out to pitch the 9th. Looks like it'll be Ryan Baum. Three outs to go. Blues look like they're going to get their 6th win and break out of the losing streak. Stay tuned. We are back in a minute.
Baseball season's underway. You'd better get ready for a brand new day. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. What do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. They got the hitters, pitchers, and speed to be the best in the West indeed. Stinsheimer Park is where they play. So come on down and watch today. We're singing now. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win today. Go Blues, go. Go Blues, go. Hey, St. Louis, what do you say? The Blues are gonna win.
Blues looking great tonight. We're in the bottom of the ninth, and it's going to be Ryan Baum in to get the final 3 for the Blues.
Bottom of the ninth inning.
Blues pitching has been great tonight. It's gone from Cameron Mabey, who looks like in his first start as a Blue is going to get the win after pitching 5 full and only allowing 3 to score. Then he handed it off to his teammate at Illinois State, Eric Kubiatowicz, who did not allow a hit, and the only base runner that reached was on an error and struck out 4. Kubi was sensational. Now it's Baum's turn to shut the door in the ninth. Strike 1 to Jordan Rogers, who was 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Baum has the sign, his 0-1 pitch. Fastball. Got the call again, 0-2.
Doubled up on the fastball there. That was really nice.
Mm-hmm. Now watch this breaking ball. Never mind. Maybe now? Baum set in the 0-2. Ooh.
Another fastball.
1-2.
Maybe trying to get that eye level up. Could see the hammer here.
Okay. Ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch to Rogers. Instead, it'll be a meeting between the two here. And Shamela has never caught Baum before. So just making sure that the signs are right. Jordan Rogers, a sophomore at Wichita State. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Baum. 4 straight fastballs, and it's 2-2. Still waiting for the hammer. Just want to make sure they're on track here. Brand new teammates. Probably met each other yesterday. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Nice to meet you. Let's hop on this bus.
Exactly. Time called again. Got him looking.
Great
Beautiful.
pitch.
Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, checking in to hit for the Arroyo Seco Saints out of the University of Arizona, number 12, Tyler Lejeune.
Pinch hitter for Jack Walker, who ended his day 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts to second. It's Tyler Lejeune out of Louisiana, but he's an Arizona Wildcat. Swings and misses through strike 1. First at bat for Lejeune tonight. Got him swinging, 0-2. Baum looking sharp. Everyone's looked sharp tonight. Nothing into the count. To Lejeune out of Arizona. Bomb. Got him looking.
Good job there.
2 gone now. Blues are an out away.
Matt Marlowe.
Back-to-back strikeouts looking. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, after seeing that curveball, fastball, right by you.
Favoring the heater.
Yeah, good tempo, too. Not giving these guys a lot of time to think, not a lot of time to come up with a plan, really. He's just attacking.
4 straight strikeouts for Blues pitching. And they're an out away. Last chance for the Saints. Down 8. Spiked the hammer. He brought the hammer down, but in the dirt. Bomb comes home with a 1-0 pitch. Fastball grounded to Darcy over at third. Game over. Blues win.
There we go.
Game going 5-3.
The final 11-3, and the Blues get back in the win column and defeat the Arroyo Seco Saints by 8 behind an excellent performance by the Blues pitching staff. Maybe goes 5 full, allows 3 runs to score, then hands it off to the pen. Eric Kubiatowicz, 3 full, 4 strikeouts, only runner reached on an error. Bomb comes in and has a perfect 9th. Strikes out Rogers, strikes out Lejeune, and gets Marlowe to ground out to third. Game over. Blues win, and they're back in the win column. 6-7 now on the season. And this win was engineered by Rick Engineering. Rick Engineering, the strength of our company is based upon a large, comprehensive, trained staff capable of producing superior, complex work products in a timely fashion. Blues win 11-3. And so we're going to head on the bus, head back to SLO, and we appreciate you hanging out with us all night. Special thanks to Matt Fernandez, who joined me for the entirety of this ball game, for the entire Blues organization. I'm Zach Ebrahim signing off from Jackie Robinson Field in Pasadena. Sad this is the only time we'll be here this season, but always a pleasure playing a baseball game across from the Rose Bowl. So we are going to hop on the bus, head back to SLO. We'll talk to you on Friday from Sinsheimer Stadium. So this is Zach Ebrahim signing off from Pasadena. Good night, everybody.